Today we're bringing you something new on the video front. This will be the first of our 5 Minutes with ID series, which features interviews with executives or thought leaders in the industrial distribution space, all in about 5 minutes. In our first episode, I interview Systemax CEO Barry Litwin. Systemax does business primarily through its global industrial brand, which ranked number 19 on ID's 2020 Big 50 list and just reported major year-over-year growth in its fiscal third quarter. Well, Barry, the third quarter in the industrial product space was a rough one for most industrial distributors. It seemed like in all these reports that I was writing up, all these distributors had major year-over-year declines, a lot of them by double digits. But on the other hand, global industrial seemed to have a real big third quarter. Sales were up 17% year-over-year. They're up 19% sequentially from Q2. Gross profit, operating profit, and net profit also had big jumps. So what can you say about global industrial's performance amid, the ongoing pandemic in what was otherwise a rough quarter for the rest of the industry?
Great. Well, thanks, Mike, and it's great to be here. First, I'm really delighted that we achieved exceptional performance in the third quarter, as you say. Given the pandemic and all of the disruption it has caused, we have followed our strategy. We've really listened to the market, and I think we've anticipated what customers would need when they return to work. Culturally, we really prioritize execution, which I think is helping us grow. And I certainly couldn't be prouder of our associates and the entire global industrial team. Second, I would say our margin expansion really highlighted some of the strong execution that was driven through deliberate acceleration of our private label offering, expansion of our leading pandemic product line, and the growth of our core product categories as businesses started to return to work. We clearly don't know what 21 is going to hold relative to the pandemic. However, I'm pleased with our progress, and I do believe we've got the right strategy and significant opportunities ahead.
All right. Branching right off of that, Global Industrial, you guys have been really productive or proactive during the pandemic as far as what you're doing for your customers right now. You guys launched your Restore, Return, Rebound, or R3 program right away in April. You launched the Home Office Homeschool program in August, and then the Ready Set campaign in September, along with a virtual trade show you guys just hosted in mid-October. So what role has those initiatives play in that Q3? Just kind of what's the feedback been on those initiatives?
Sure. I mean, when the pandemic hit, it was a shock to everyone. We were caught off guard like most companies, but we knew we needed to really shift the sales narrative because customers really weren't focused on buying material handling products at that time. So we sat back and we thought about how we approach our customers. And we realized that they needed to know how to harden their environments. How are they going to protect their employees and rebound their facilities once all the customers came back? That was really the genesis for R3, which you called Restore Rebound. That's really how it was born. And this messaging, Mike, really became a company anthem for us during this period. The supporting messaging and the delivery of an expanding pandemic product line really helped us expand our penetration beyond what I call the consumable pandemic products like masks, gloves, and hand sanitizers. It really opened customers up to a broad array of products from us. The response was terrific, not just from our customers, but really our associates. When the associates are excited about the path that we're taking, it resonates in their communication with customers and helps to drive excitement. It clearly was received exceptional from our customers, and that is translating to our financial performance. We are now elevating Global Industrial as really a thought leader. We're a source of information and solutions that helps customers think through and address the challenges that have been created by the pandemic, as well as supporting their growth. So our latest Ready Set campaign, as you mentioned, is really helping to change our value narrative and the engagement strategy we actually have with customers. And it's allowing us to become a true partner in their success. So that helps to strengthen Global's overall competitive position and our ability to be more successful long term.
All right, and then just kind of looking at the industrial products landscape as a whole, the pandemic, it's going to continue to heavily impact this sector going forward. But right now, kind of going October, early November, it seems like things haven't been quite as chaotic as far as product demand as during the early spring. So just what kind of particularly interesting buying trends have you noticed kind of over the last month or so?
Yeah, I mean, we have certainly seen the momentum of the third quarter for us continue into October. I think there's a number of trends at play right now. I think first, the pandemic initiative and the products are really here to stay. They've become part of the normal operating environment, and there's a permanence, for the foreseeable future. So that helps us. I think second, businesses are now looking at 2021 and how they can return to a growth state. So global ourselves is really returning to a more typical business cadence, and this can be seen in the rebound of our core product categories. The third aspect, I would say the market trends have really accelerated as a result of the pandemic. Specifically, industrial distribution is really in a transformational state right now. I mean, B2B customers are finally adopting online purchasing. I mean, it's soared after the pandemic. So they're also seeking much more of a consumer online experience than ever before. So with our strategy called ACE, Accelerating the Customer Experience, I really believe we are well positioned to further capitalize on these trends going forward.